Grumble, grumble.
Hey everyone, it's the Grumpy Meeple, and I'm coming back at you with some more Brimstone Adventures unboxing content. This time we're looking at BAKS2 for the Kickstarter extras. Comes with the cards for a whole bunch of stuff here. So I don't think there are any miniatures in this, but I might be wrong. So let's get into it. I've been assembling my miniatures, so of course I cut my finger. I've actually cut two of them, but the other one healed already. Okay. Plus this back open on the side. Okay. Yep, so it looks like basically all cards and tokens. And right off the bat, we are greeted with the enemy cards. Good God almighty. There is so much stuff in this Kickstarter, it's insane. There's no way I'm going through all these cards, because you can see. But there are a few packs that I wanted to get to and highlight, and I want to highlight the other kind of included materials as well. So I think what we'll do, zoom the camera in even more, hopefully it'll give you a little bit better view of it. I know I'm not always perfect at getting this stuff on camera, but I try. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got the Serpent King XXL enemy card. Wow. I can't wait to see that miniature. Combat 5, damage 3, hits on 3s. That is terrifying. Let's see here. Let's grab our glasses so that we can see what the hell we're doing. I am playing through Gates of Valhalla right now. I'm on the, well, I guess I'm technically on the first mission. I did the introductory mission as well. But I don't think I'm going to be filming gameplay videos anymore on this channel because I find that they kind of take the fun out of actually playing. Just adds a lot of stress trying to track it all and narrate the whole thing. And so I think going forward, I'm going to be mostly focusing on, you know, impressions and unboxings and such. So, all right, so what's interesting about this guy? Warrior King. The Serpent King rolls his full combat against every adjacent hero. He also comes into play with the random Serpent God Relic card. This is something that I've been seeing a lot in this campaign so far. This idea of these cleave attacks. It's interesting because it feels like the game is really incentivizing you to spread out. But at the same time, there are hero abilities that are very specifically designed for you to be kind of clustered up. Like the Viking Housecarl's shield ability where she can shield people that are next to her. So they're kind of playing both sides of they're kind of making you decide, you know, do you want to kind of crowd together so that you can take advantage of those abilities, or do you want to spread out so you don't get hit multiple times by something like this? What else? Battle formation. When the Serpent King enters play, draw a battle formation card to affect all enemies as he issues a command to his forces. Whenever the Hold Back the Darkness roll causes a depth event, also discard the current battle formation, shuffle the deck, and draw a new battle formation card. Wow. Awesome. So he's got some really cool, really unique abilities there. Next up, we've got, and maybe let's pull the camera back again. Might have been a bit too close. Here it is, the legendary Mark II Scout Tank, which I fought actually at Dice Fest 2022, and it was pretty rad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm excited about this. This is great. You've got a diagram of, you know, what's his rear, front, and side arcs. That's really cool. Tank movement, overrun, heavy rumble abilities, which I assume are described elsewhere. Thick armor plating, armor 3+, only armor 5+ if attacked from the rear arc or by an explosive. That's really, really cool. Weak points. Critical hits, do not ignore this enemy's defense. Instead, once per attack, a critical hit assigned to this enemy may be directed at one of its weak points with the following result. The Darkstone Engine. This hit ignores armor, but every hero within 2 spaces of the tank also takes D3 corruption hits, so you're like breaching the engine with your attack. Treads. This hit ignores defense, and during its activation, the tank is -2 move. Wow, that's really cool. These are really awesome bosses to fight. This game is definitely giving you some cool shit to do. Next up, we've got the kind of normal size enemy cards. I'm just going to show off everything that's in here, I think, instead of reading it. You've got the Archive Guardian, the Children of the Mountain, ooh, the Draghar, Undead Vikings, the Dread Inquisitors, awesome, God, that's so awesome, the Feliagor Slayers. I don't know if these guys are even in the box that I have yet. For some reason, I thought these were coming later. Might have been a different Feliagor, though. I bought every single thing in the Pledge Manager, so I got a lot of it coming. The Fenris Wolves. That's awesome. Harvester Drill Team is friggin' rad. More Harvester action, always appreciated. You've got the Hellbear. Wow. The Hellborn Marauders. Definitely got to get those built. The Lumia Vampires. These are really cool too. Man, they love their vampires, I'll tell you what. You've got the Shadow Lurkers, Demon, Void, and Ancient. You've got the Swamp Stingers. Oh my God, the Venom Strike Ballista. It's like the coolest thing I've ever seen. With the Serpent Men. Oh, and then you've got your Jaguar Warrior hero card. Wow, okay. I kind of thought he was in Wave 2 too. Maybe just the card comes down, or we'll see. Range 4, Melee 4, Combat 2, Max Grit 2, Health 12, 5 Defense, 4 Willpower, 9 Sanity. He's a little squishy. Animal Instincts. Once per turn, you may re-roll a single one of your 2 hit, damage, or defense rolls by using a D8 instead, even if already re-rolled. Okay, well that's actually pretty powerful. Fearless Warrior. Anytime you would take horror hits, you take 2 fewer. You may not use gun or tech items. And then he starts with a crap ton of starting items. Probably making him pretty powerful. Oh, and then these are the rival. These are the rivals. I don't know a whole lot about this. I think it lets you turn your hero miniatures into bad guys, basically, which is awesome. So you've got the Conquistadors, the Frontier Posse. There's the I forget the name of the character class. The Samurai War Party, and the Viking Raiding Party. Yeah, that is awesome. And then we've got piles and piles of piles of cards. Oh, crap. Actually, before we even get to that, we got all sorts of other stuff. We got a whole bunch of tokens here. Including, looks like maybe the tank's AoE attack. Now, this is something that is a little bit frustrating, and I'm not sure if it's true here or not, because this does look pretty big. But what I'm really hoping for is that this is not the same size as every other fire kind of template that they've ever given us, because again, that stuff just gets repetitive. You know, like, make it different, make it unique. Why wouldn't the tank have a broader range of fire than, you know, the Caverns of Cinder or whatever it is? But this does look pretty big, so it may actually be bigger than the norm. Here we've got the Jaguar Warrior hero cards, or hero kind of summary. Playing a Jaguar Warrior. Elite fighters of the Aztec army, the Jaguar Warriors rely on their animal instincts to aid them in times of danger. This gives you lots of flexibility to focus on defense or combat each turn as situations arise. And as a fearless warrior, you could shrug off most horror effects that would cripple other heroes where they stand. Yeah, that's really cool. Equipped with sturdy Jaguar armor, a classic Macacahuite Aztec sword. Oh, they tell you how to pronounce it. I'm not going to bother. And a Chamali round shield to deflect blows. The Jaguar Warriors train all their lives to go to war and to win. That's awesome. Lots of other info about the different specializations you can get. And then we've got their upgrade chart here. Just taking a quick look. Warfare, Overpower. While your strength value is higher than an attacking enemy's defense value, you take 1 less damage from that enemy's combat hits, minimum of 1. While your strength value is higher than an attacking enemy's defense value, you take 1 less damage from that enemy's combat hits. What does it mean by min 1? While you have a shield swipe. While you have a shield equipped, you are +1 combat. That's fucking rad. And then we've got the very large rules collection book, which contains all of the rules and oh my god, look at that tank assembly. Rules and assembly instructions for all the stuff that's in here. All in one, easy to grab book. Very cool. And then we've got some cards. Good, let's start here. Again, I don't think I'm gonna bust all these open. I'm mostly doing this so that if there are people who are considering backing the current Kickstarter, they can get a sense of what you might expect to get out of one of the Frog Kickstarters, which is a gigantic pile of crap, if nothing else. Let's see. Yeah, this is Warlord Pledge Card Brick A. This card brick contains all of the regular size cards for the following Kickstarter stretch goal items: Raiding Gear, Tools of Conquest, Artifacts Pack 2, Shargono Artifacts Pack 2, Flames of Ragnarok. Awesome. Again, I suggest keeping these. They don't serve any gameplay value, but it's a helpful reminder on what exactly you already own. Because when you're going onto the store and you're looking to buy these supplement packs, that becomes, a challenge. All right, so here we've got more Norselands encounters. I'm definitely going to get those out. for my current campaign, along with more Norseland artifacts. Let's see. Ice arrows. Oh my god. The Song of Ragnarok. Once per adventure, each hero may take any amount of sanity damage, ignoring willpower. For every 3 sanity damage taken, they recover 1 grit. Okay, I don't know that that's a good trade-off, but the Dragon Sword, +1 combat. Your combats hit do double the damage rolled against XL or larger enemies. Holy shnikes. Your combat hits treat enemies with endurance as if their endurance value was 2 higher. I don't really remember what endurance is. And then we've got some legendaries. I don't want to spoil those, even for myself. What do we have here? Ragnarok. An adventure card. Choose to make any mission take place during the Ragnarok with the following modifiers. Whenever 1 or more encounters are drawn, roll a d6. On a roll of 4+, also draw a Ragnarok Norselands encounter. Also draw a Ragnarok Norselands encounter. Oh, I see. These are specialty. These actually go with this. These aren't just Norseland encounters, they're Ragnarok Norseland encounters, and you bring them into play via this. The end times. Whenever the darkness moves 1 or more spaces on the depth track, it moves 1 extra, but the heroes may collectively spend grit equal to the number of heroes to prevent it from moving at all. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. And then there's even some more shit going on in the back there. Okay. So here we've got some Swamps of Jargono. Artifacts. Artifact 2. Bari Juice. Discard to add +1 to all of your 2-hit rolls until the end of your next activation. Ooh, the Temple Shield. Anytime you would take 1 or more wounds from a hit, you may place 1 of these wounds here, max 5 wounds here. Wounds here do not count against your health. At the start of each turn, while equipped, discard 1 wound from here. Oh my god. These are fucking rad. A big pile of artifacts there. Here's a really big pile of Targa artifacts. Excuse my clumsiness again. I cut my finger open today. Targa Plateau artifacts number 2. And again, I don't want to belabor the point. This is fucking rad. The Targa Finger Laser. Free attack once per turn. Range 3, shots 1. Damage +1. Ignores armor. Requires cunning 4 or higher to use. Wow. The Mind Link. Once per turn, you may give or receive 1 grit to from another hero on your map tile. Interesting. Okay, this is hilarious, Broken Drone, because today, while I was moving my miniatures around, I actually broke one of my Targa Seeker Drone miniatures, and I cannot get it back together. The base of it broke off. So these were one of the first of the Frog's new miniatures that they're making in-house, the thermal plastic miniatures. And I have to say, I don't recommend them, especially the drones, because they're on this very thin stand, and it breaks at like the slightest touch, and then they're basically worthless. So it's funny that there's a broken drone in here. I don't know if this is too long ago to be a like a subtle reference to the fact that there's ship breaks, but it's still kind of funny. Wow, a plasma lantern. Whenever a depth event is rolled, every hero may recover a grit on the d6 roll of 5+ each. Whoa. So all sorts of really cool stuff there. Moving on, just a like crap ton of gear cards. The rating, this is the Norse Lands rating gear card supplement. No, this can't all be that. There must be another divider in here that my fumbly fingers are not seeing. Oh well. Anyways, because you know, I mean, it looks like it comes with a good number of cards, but not that many. New shields, runes, songs, Raider's belt, ironwood, like awesome. Okay, and there's the break. Yeah, there's the same thing for the Spanish fort. The Seaman's pistol, the elegant shoulders, I can't wait to play Spanish fort. Mercenary's rapier. Awesome. So that's the first card pack. Like I said, there are 3 other packs here, and I don't know that I want to put you all through watching me go through all of them. But let's just take a look at what's included in them at least. So, Brick B contains all the regular size cards for the following Kickstarter stretch goal items. Defenrous Wolves. Yeah, so these are enemy cards. They're all enemy cards for all the enemies that were unlocked. Warlord Pledge card brick C comes with the Serpent King Deluxe Enemy Pack cards, the Tradera Tank cards, Archive Guardian, Harvester. Okay, so yeah, so more of the enemies and then the Jaguar Warrior Hero card pack. So maybe we'll pop that open so we can look at the Jaguar Warrior's abilities. And then this comes with the Rivals cards. Old West, Feudal Japan, Conquistadors and Viking, and the Cities of Gold card supplement. Interesting. So let's bust this one open so we can see what the Jaguar Warriors bring in terms of starting gear and whatnot. It's like I was saying, his defense is kind of low, so he must have something else going on. Aztec personal items. Rad. Okay, here we go. Yeah, perfect. I'll just take a look at these. So let's see. What does the Jaguar Warrior start off with? Starting gear. The Eagle Armor. +2 agility, +2 initiative, +1 max grit. Nice. The Aztec Spear. Free attack once per fight. Range 7, shots 1. Uses the D8 to hit. Any model wounded by an Aztec Spear is -1 defense until the end of the turn. Oh, wow. That's really cool. And it's a free attack, so you throw that thing out before you make your big attack, and they're -1 defense. Very cool. The Chamali Round Shield. Once per turn, cancel a hit you are taking on a d6 roll of 3+. Cancel a hit. Very powerful. There's the Makahaluitakata. Your melee to hit rolls of 5+ are critical hits. That's cool. And the Jaguar Armor. +2 strength, +2 health. Interesting. And then here you've got your 3 Jaguar Warrior cards. Starting abilities. Brutal Combat. Once per turn during a fight, you may do one of the following. Use 1 grit to gain +2 combat for an attack, or recover a grit on the d6 roll of 4+. Whenever you catch your breath, you may also recover a grit. Wow. You lose the Aztec Spear starting item. So 1 grit for +2 combat. That's really good. That is nice. Next up, we've got the Nimble Fighter. You may move through other models and automatically pass escape tests, and your defense goes or down to 4+, which is a lot better. And then finally, the Eagle Warrior. Use the D8 for move. You may recover a grit on a move roll of 1 or 2. At the start of your activation each turn, you may ready a once per fight item or ability you have. Okay. Extra starting gear, the Eagle Armor. Okay, so this would combine with that spear, basically, to allow you to use it. Once at the start of your activation each turn. Wow, so this just lets you perpetually use that spear. That is badass. See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about. Let's get some new dope-ass abilities. You know what I mean? Like, you know, some of this gear, like this is kind of boring. Your melee to hit rolls of 5+ or critical hits. Whatever. This is freaking amazing. Once per turn, cancel a hit. You're taking on a d6 roll of 3+. Like, that's awesome. The Aztec Spear is rad, too. Love to see them mix it up. And then you've got your Aztec personal items. There's only 4 of these. I don't want to spoil them all. I'm only going to spoil one. War Trophy. +1 cunning. Whenever you re-roll a 2-hit roll, if successful, that hit is +1 damage. Yeah, that's awesome. All right. And that's about it for the BAKS2 cards unboxing. Like I said, we've got a whole lot of enemy cards in here, but they're not super interesting. And for the rivals, I feel like I need to read the rule book to even understand really what those are, so I don't want to get into that right now. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll do a final unboxing of the miniatures, which is this insanely huge box, which at the current zoom doesn't even barely fit in the camera. And then that'll be it from our Kickstarter coverage of Shadows of Brimstone Adventures. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will talk to you later.